So these are the assembly instructions for my small Art Deco handbag. I'm just folding down on all the score lines. The tricky score lines are these score lines right here. So I have this one at an angle. I just want to fold right on the score line, right down to the point. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side with that other angled score line. I'm just pushing it against the side like so. And then I have the score line down here. I'm just pinching down on it as well. So you want it to look like this. And I'm going to do the exact same thing with a larger piece, just folding down on all the score lines. With my tab folded under, I'm just going to fold down on the score line, and it has to reach the point right here. I'm going to do the same thing for this one. I'm just folding it over and then folding it upwards on that score line. And then I'm going to pinch down on that straight line that's running across. So at the end it looks like this. Next, I'm taking my contrasting piece. I'm putting glue on the back of it. I just want to put it right up against the edge, the cut edge. So now I have my two pieces. I'm putting glue just along this tab. Got my cut edge right against the score line on my tab. So now I'm going to flip my piece over, and then I'm just going to fold this end over. I'm putting glue just on that tab, and I'm making sure not to get any glue anywhere else. And then I'm going to fold over the other end of my bag. So the cut edge has to fall on the score line to the tab, and my score line down here is even, and the score line up here is even with the cut edge of the side. So while it's flat, I'm going to put the handle on as well. I'm folding upwards on the score lines at each end, and that's going to be my handle. So I'm just taking my decorative piece and just gluing them into the squares that are formed at each end. And then I'm going to take my bag piece. This is my front flap, and this is the top of my bag between these two score lines. So I'm just putting glue from the score line to the edge on that square. I'm placing it between these score lines, and I want an even amount on these three sides. So here, here, approximately there. And I'm just gluing it down like so. Then I'm going to put glue on the underside of the other end, and then I'm doing the same thing. So there's an even border on those three sides. If you tuck this piece over, and then you fold over the front of your bag, like so. This is the bottom of my bag. I'm going to fold down those two side tabs and put glue all over them. And then I'm going to bring up the flap that's at the back. I want to make sure that the cut edge is just against the score line of those tabs on both sides. And then I can put glue on the bottom of my bag and folding down that front flap right along the score lines, nice and straight. And then I'm going to open up my bag. I'm going in there with my bone folder, and I'm just spreading out all that glue. And if you don't have a bone folder, you can use a ruler or something with a nice, clean, straight edge. So I'm pushing this flap right to the back and folding over my front. And that's what forms that interesting angular close on the sides. So I have these tiny magnets, and I'm going to put double-sided tape on one side of each magnet. I'm taking the backing off my double-sided tape. I'm going to place one of them approximately in the center and about that distance, so I would say 1/2 inch down, making sure that the sides are even. It's closed the way it should be, so the sides look nice. So now the double-sided tape on the back of the other magnet is sticking to the other panel of my bag, so I'm just going to open it. It's where it's supposed to be. So I've got my hand inside, and I'm just pushing down on that magnet. And there's my bag.